Welcome to the Whole Enchilada, a community of high achievers that fight the status quo, rebel against mediocrity, and make life happen. Let's go. A question I get asked regularly is, do I need a coach or a mentor? And it's interesting to me the way they ask this question. They ask me as if a coach and a mentor are the same thing, where a coach and a mentor in my mind are two completely different things and two of the three categories that I think are really important for you to hit your goals. So the three types of people that I think are really important to identify in your world to help you accomplish your goals are a great coach, a mentor, and a really solid peer group that is also pushing you along the way. So what is the difference between a coach, a mentor, and a peer group? Let me explain it this way. To me, a coach is someone that has already traveled the path in which you're going down. They've already been there. They understand the principles, not by just reading them in the book or hearing them at a conference, but they've actually applied the principles in such a way that they became an expert in it. A coach oftentimes find themselves going to get some element of a coaching certification or studying leadership and coaching at a high level. They've invested time and energy in learning the skill set of coaching to become a great coach. To me, this is an overused word in our industry right now. Everybody says, I'm a coach because I say I am, where realistically, if you look at their track record, they may have had some element of success, but they've done nothing to develop the skill set to become a valid coach in the marketplace, one worth investing in. So number one is a coach to me is someone that has a clear track record of, have they traveled the path? Have they learned the lessons? Have they overcome the obstacles in such a way that they can truly coach me through the same journey to become what I need to become? And do they have the ability to hold me accountable? So two really important parts of a coaching relationship is, number one is, can they keep me motivated and excited about doing the activities I need to do to hit that goal? And do I respect them in such a way and they have the skill set to hold me accountable to those goals? The second one is a mentor, which again, a lot of people confuse a mentor as a coach. A mentor to me is somebody that is currently traveling the same path or journey that I am, but maybe one or two or maybe even three steps ahead of me, but they're not quite to the elevated level of I've done that, it's part of my DNA, it's becoming part of my DNA. And I think there's a lot of value in connecting with someone that's in that journey with you, because there's days that you may feel like giving up, and it may not be your coach that motivates you, but that person that's two steps ahead of you, like, oh yeah, I was there last week. This is how you overcome that, or this is how I push through that barrier. So that power of a mentor is really important. Generally speaking, a mentor is not a paid relationship. It's a symbiotic mentor relationship of, hey, I see you a little bit farther down the road with me, and they're pulling you along and within arm's reach of each other. So that sounds a little bit like a peer, but what is a peer-to-peer relationship? To me, the peer relationship are who's currently at the same stage of the journey, or maybe one or two steps behind me. To me, this peer group is really important because a lot of times when you are trying to accomplish something new, when you're trying to become a better version of yourself, what happens in your world is a lot of your network or your sphere actually act like the crabs in the bucket and try to inhibit you from moving forward, because if you're progressing down a path and they're not willing to do the activities, you're getting farther away from them. However, more than likely, if you're a driven, high driver, high achiever person, there's a handful of people in your world that also feel that way. They want to get to the next level. Getting that peer-to-peer relationship and identifying those people in your sphere that are also willing to make the effort, willing to make the sacrifices, to me, the power of that group is significant. And it's normally more than just a one-to-one peer, but a peer group of people that are all moving forward, that every single day you can celebrate each other's successes. Every single day you can identify the person within that peer group that needs to be lifted up. And here's what I will tell you is there's going to be some days that you're that person that needs to be dragged along with your peer group. If you don't have that peer group and your mentor's not available, that could be the day that you decide to give up on your goals. So again, I would challenge you to do this. Take a step back. Number one is, do you have clarity on what you're trying to accomplish? Do you have clarity on the pathway, the journey that you're on? Then ask this question. have I identified my coach? Who is my coach? Who is helping me down this journey? Not just someone that's educating me or giving me information via YouTube or a podcast like this, but who have I actually identified as someone that I want to hire as a coach to hold me accountable to those specific lead measures that will lead me to the lag measures of success that we've identified? Does that person have the skill set, the track record of success to hold me accountable to those activities? Number 2 is, who is my mentor? Who is just within an arm's reach, but 1 or 2 steps ahead of me, that I've just been so enthralled with their journey and see what they're doing, and it inspires me to do the same? Have you identified 1 or 2 mentors within your world? And then are you regularly connecting with them to learn from them and share information back and forth? Third is, who are you spending time with on a peer-to-peer relationship? I would encourage you to identify 2 to 3 people that are waking up every single day with their dreams in mind, that they're excited about, that they're willing to make the sacrifices for. And I would start some element of either a text group with those people, a daily accountability, maybe sharing something you read every single morning. That peer group is going to be the fuel to your fire that's going to help you be right on the tails of your mentor, who's going to give you some knowledge and expertise to overcome the obstacle. And then the coach, who's farther down the road, is reaching back and saying, I can guide you through this. I've been through this journey. Let's stay motivated and let me hold you accountable. So again, it is not a coach or a mentor or a peer. It's a combination of the 3. I would encourage you to go find those three people in your world and make it happen. Again, thank you for leaning into this. And don't forget, go live life on your terms.